Hey everybody, and welcome to another channel update. Just keeping up on your comments and emails and stuff, and just replying to the things this way because it's easier for me to do it in video form than to remember to reply to everything digitally. So just, obviously notice that I still haven't bought lights yet. Been busy. Been very busy, actually. Well, first thing I'm going to do is actually just jump into the comments from last week's video. It was labeled channel update / Kings of War tomorrow. So just a heads up again, I'm going to do all my replies through this video going forward. It's just easier. Kind of like if you're familiar with MiniWarGamers sit and talks, if you just put the stuff in here, I'll definitely reply to it, as opposed to sending me an email. I may or may not remember to reply to it. So let's just read right through. Oh, also, I would say last 6 or so sit and talks, I've not pre-read the comments and just gave like off-the-cuff responses, and I felt that those were more honest, they were just better. So I haven't really read ahead in these comments. Now, a lot of times they pop up in my feed, my YouTube feed. I skim them, but I haven't really read these yet. So actually, I'll start from the bottom. That makes more sense. Okay, so Cupcake, you say, hi, I was wondering if you give me some tips on how to get started in 30K. I play 40K, but me and a friend are looking to trying 30K. I wonder, this room might be very echoey too, I just realized. I already have a Betrayal of Celt, so Lord, Chaplain, Contemptor Dread, 5 Cataphracti, and 30 Tactical. See, very, very hard to answer your question because I just don't know what Legion you want to play. Yeah, it's very hard to say. So unfortunately, the first thing I would have said would to buy a second box of Betrayal of Kelth or a Burning of Prospero, but you can't buy them anymore. Yeah, without knowing what Legion you want to play, I can't really go any further than that. Typically, the answer would have been just buy a second box. That would have covered most, if not all, your Legions as to what you need. So, you know what? Most 30K players have a Spartan. A Spartan's not a bad buy. Whatever chapter you want to play, whatever Legion you want to play, there is going to be 1 or 2 special units for that Legion. Pick them up, and with your Betrayal of Kelth box set, that is a very good start. After that, you can definitely ask me again where to go after you played a bunch of games and you figured out how you like playing, or again, what Legion you want to play, because I need a lot more information than you gave me. Kraken Skulls 101. Hi Steve, I absolutely love your channel and all your bat reps on MiniWarGaming. I want to come and play at MiniWarGaming next summer with 40 and 30K, and maybe have some Battletech if you guys play that. I don't think anybody plays Battletech, but I'd love to play games with you. You seem like just a fun guy to play with and a hilarious person. Well, best of luck with your medical stuff. Hope you get over this bout. Yeah. I'm actually doing pretty good. My back is actually, I'm perfect again. Yeah, so you got to email MiniWarGaming to book a game for next summer, and I would do it relatively soon. We book up like 6 months in advance. But once you do that, basically it's a good idea to send me an email a couple of days before you arrive, and I can try to keep my evenings clear to get some extra games in with you. But I personally won't book my personal time for extra games for this channel on Mountain Miniatures Gaming in advance at all, because I just want to have time in the evening. But I can usually keep my evenings free for people who do want to play if they give me a couple of days heads up. I don't know if you can hear that, but I'm dog sitting Dave's dog, who is currently drinking very, very loudly. Raider Guy 901, thanks for the update. Now that Age of Sigmar is a thing, and I love it, are we just not going to see any old World Wars anymore? I love those videos. Keep the fantastic videos. Actually, yeah, depending on the date you're watching this video, I'll be putting up an old World Wars video tomorrow on this channel. MiniWarGaming, we have in zero plans, except somebody or group, I think it was a group of people, just contacted us and want to come down for I think a week to do fantasy. Now it's a ways down the line, so we'll probably throw up some fantasy videos on MiniWarGaming in the future, but I can't really talk to that because I don't really know all the details. But yeah, I have a couple of videos ready to go up for this channel. Steve, we totally understand. Must be frustrating for you. We're happy to get the content. You'll get all the Kings of War multi-base dynamic fun in due course. Happy to see you're doing a bat rip anyway. Okay, so just replying to my last video. Yeah, man, I'm really frustrated that I haven't got those dioramas finished painted yet. But yeah, I'm painting incredibly slowly at the moment, unfortunately. I'm going to skip a few of just the get well comments, because I do appreciate that, but I don't want to read the same comment over and over again on this video. Keith says, hey Steve, first off, love your channel. You do so many awesome and chill bat reports and field and show fun armies. Now for the question portion. I'm starting Iron Warriors army for 40k, and I know Slanesh is effective because of the double shooting with Obliterators and Havocs, and everybody really, especially bikers too. Do you think there's another effective, fun way of running them? Also, without Forge World models, I don't really plan on getting any Forge World models anytime soon. Thanks. Hopefully I get this answered in the next sit and talk. Oh, this is not a sit and talk. This is a weekly update. We're not going to infringe on MiniWarGaming's title. Other than that, keep up. Read more. The good work, and dude, get better. Yeah, okay. So with Chaos Space Marines, there are so many things you can do. You don't have to. I like to shoot. I don't like to be in combat. I like to shoot, and if you like to shoot, if you bring any shooting unit for 2 command points, if they're marked with Slanesh, it's a good powerful extra thing you can do by just being marked with Slanesh. But you can also have, man, I'm so used to using that particular mark that I can forget the others. I think the Nurgle one. Oh, is the psychic power -1 to hit? Okay, so I can't remember what the other stuff is. I know that both the Nurgle and the Tzeentch one sound interesting, and there's a couple of combos with them. If you let's read through those. You'll probably find something interesting to do. Yeah, it's definitely not the only way. I just prefer Slanesh. If Slanesh ever gets an update, like a model update, I will jump all over that. Hope your arm doesn't bother you too much before you... Oh, sorry, from Magnus says, hope your arm doesn't get bothered too much before you go see the surgeon. That's got to be annoying. Oddly enough, the pain is mostly gone, like in my finger. But I'm just having like just trouble. Like you'll see it in the bat reps too. You see, trying to pick up a handful of dice. I'm just not. My hands is not working very well. The pain's mostly gone. It's still all just numb. Like these two, well, this half this finger, this entire finger, this part of my palm is just completely numb. Where did I leave off? For question time, I'm new to 40k and I've been painting up some Dark Angels. I've been wanting to expand to take into account the Deathwing and Ravenwing companies. I love the Deathwing and Ravenwing. That's why I actually play Dark Angels. Which company would you recommend starting first, and what would you prioritize for them? Ravenwing, sorry. Better as a whole. They still suffer for being mostly overpriced for being Marines. You pay a lot for armor. And you don't have that fly keyword. So big squads are a liability. You will, what's the matter, Ruby? What are they doing? You will suffer from people just charging you to prevent you from shooting next turn. Okay. So now my dog is trying to start some stuff, and obviously they're trying to wrestle underneath the tripod. Sorry, completely. Yeah, Raven Wing. They can be pretty good. They're really expensive. I think Raven Wing can be, with a few point tweaks, be very, very good. But you can't go too heavy on the point tweaks because you can make them really, really powerful by making things too cheap. The Black Knights, I just stay away from them. They are far too expensive, just far too expensive to make any real use. I have yet, in no exaggeration, to the best of my memory, I have yet to have a 10-man Black Knight squad get outside of turn 1 with more than 4 models. Even though you try to hide them in a line of sight, or just whatever reasons, I couldn't hide the squad in a line of sight. They found an angle, a flyer got to them, the jump or something. Like they I know people will say, "Whoa, just make sure you don't get shot turn 1," but stuff happens. I've never seen them get a turn 1 with 4 models. They're just so expensive, the 10-man squad, that they appear to be such a big threat. Once you take out that 10-man squad, you've like pretty much removed 25% of your opponent's army. I'd avoid them for now until they get their points tweaked. What else do I like for Ravenwing? The Talon Master is a must. That thing's amazing. Buying a Sam is a pretty good idea, and anything that's painted black, anything Ravenwing is actually pretty decent, to be honest with you. There's no real bad choice in the whole Ravenwing section outside of the Black Knights. Deathwing? Okay, it's September. We're supposed to get the chapter approved this month, right? If Terminators as a whole, I'm not talking about Dark Angels Terminators. If Terminators as a whole, and even Marines, even non-Primaris Marines, don't get a points reduction across the board, if chapter... I'm predicting that they're going to not touch anything about Marines. They're not going to change anything. And if Games Workshop doesn't, I will release a rant video. Because we don't see anything but scout squads in the field anymore. Tacticals are no longer a thing. Terminators are way beyond useless. Way too many points. I've discussed with, I think I talked about the last video, so many people about possible fixes, and nothing works. The only thing you can do with Terminators is reduce their point cost, and by a lot too. But we'll see what happens in chapter approved. What I'm thinking is I might do, if I can, I might do a live show and just have you guys jump on and join me as I rant. Or they just fix everything and I'll be super happy. Yeah, I'd avoid Deathwing for the time being. Even mixing Deathwing and Ravenwing, your points are just better spent on more Ravenwing. Deathwing just doesn't have any real uses right now. Alright, started. Hey Steve, I love the content you put here. I want your advice in this matter. I'm starting a Seraphim army and I really don't know the synergies at all. Can you please explain a bit how they work and how to get a max of your character buffs? Thank you. Okay. Seraphim. Look at their battalions. I wish I could fix the lighting. Look at their battalions. All their battalions are spot on. Just build your list off of battalions. If you go Thunderquake, Starhost, you are making a list very, very strong, and most people are going to be annoyed and not want to play against it. But you can go just make your list off the battalions of Source or the Temple, or sorry, the Source Guard or the Source Warriors. There's 2 battalions, one for each of them. And then the Shadow Strike one. If you, actually, let me just pull out the names so I can give you the correct names. Oh, that was the text. Ah, it's Mitch. I'm going to reply to you in a moment, Mitch. Let me get those Seraphim battalions up. Like, there are tons of synergy in Seraphim. There's almost too many good battalions, weirdly enough. So, I can make an entire video for you, but I think I can keep it very simple for you. If you base your list off of either no, not that one. Well, Fire Lance is an option, but it's one of the lower tier ones. Shadow Strike Starhost. Sunclaw Starhost. Thunderquake Starhost, but that one's really powerful. And finally... Nope, not that one. Yep, Eternal Starhost. base your list off those, your characters are in there, and then add a slan. Add a slan and an astrolith bearer in any of those battalions, and you have a solid list with good synergies, and you can take it from there. I can explain it all to you, but it'll all be straightforward once you look at those battalions. So if you haven't bought the Seraphim book, or if you haven't downloaded the app, can you still pay for the battalions individually? I'm not sure. But I recommend buying those battalions or the book, and then you'll know exactly what you have to do. Okay, Idiot Proof Delic. If you need Kings of War help, the Kings of War Fanatics page is a great group and very friendly. I'm assuming it's a Facebook page. I am extremely not active on Facebook or social media in general, like at all, like any of it. I don't do any of it. I'm just not a guy who can sit there and type with people all day. I rather this. I'm gonna eventually move this into, once I get the proper setup in my home, where I get better lighting and I'm not sure about the audio in here. So better lighting and audio. I have to buy I could buy a different mic too, actually. That'll help. But once I get this set up better in here, I might just do this on a live basis, on a semi rigid weekly thing. I don't know what time would be the best. Throw your comments below what I'm Eastern time. What time frame would be the best? I would think a Sunday is probably the best for me. But yeah. So sometime on Sunday, probably in the afternoon, is when I'll try to make this a live thing. So you guys can like get in the comments and directly influence what I'm saying. But I'll still read the comments from previous videos. So Nemo No Name. Hey Steve, I enjoy the Steven talks. I like to hear your opinions on Infinity, your thoughts and ramblings, and video form is perfectly good. Once upon a time I sent you an email. Yes, actually, okay, so sir, you're one of the first emails I set up to talk about in this format before I had my fall. Yeah, so I actually like Infinity. So my thoughts on Infinity are this. I used to hate the models. I don't like painting true scale at all. Now I dig them. Now I enjoy painting them. The game is solid. The game is very solid. I don't think I'll ever cover it for a number of reasons. One, that's kind of a joke, but it is a thing. I can't pronounce anything in that game, like anything, and that's kind of frustrating for me. I'm a uneducated, not very bright North American. I apologize, but I am who I am. I just can't pronounce anything in that game. Secondly, there are very few players in the area. There are a couple that you guys know probably very well with their own YouTube channels, but it's hard to make time to get with these guys. And if I do, there's usually other things that we end up working on. Yeah, if somebody wants to come in to play Infinity with me, I'll record it and throw it as a one-off, but I don't think, okay, this sounds harsh, but here's basically what it is. The time spent making the Infinity video will be better spent making a Warhammer 40k video. That's just that simple. Please. Thank you. Yeah, I enjoy the game. I like the game. There's actually a couple of skirmish games out there that I think are really good, and I really enjoy them. But where I live in Niagara Falls, Ontario. There is one store in town, one more 15 minutes away. They're both relatively small, not big communities and many things. The people that play games in there typically have things unpainted. And it's mostly Games Workshop stuff. So I don't really have a community around here to really use. So I pretty much leech off the MiniWarGaming guests. But when MiniWarGaming moves to its new building and there's a store in-house, I can definitely see some sort of growth in the way I personally do stuff. I'm definitely going to take advantage. I'm definitely going to leech off them somehow. And I'll try to get other stuff on the channel. But as it stands right now, I make a couple of bucks per video if I do 40k. It's the only thing that will just basically cover the cost of making a video, for lack of the best way to explain it. So 40K will make me a couple of bucks, and everything else doesn't. So it doesn't make sense to work on anything but 40K, unfortunately. It's pretty much, honestly, that's pretty much why I do mostly 40K. I guess the most views, and because of the most views, the most ad clicks. Because the most ad clicks, the most YouTube revenue. Proforson, don't sweat using Mantic Minis in... don't sweat about using Mantic Minis in Kings of War. People just use what they have already by minis they like from the range manufacturers. Yeah, but I want to support Kings of War because... or Mantic. Because, I mean, if they don't make money, then they're not going to keep up on the rules, right? Like, they have to make money to pay for somebody to make the rules. So I want to support them. Plus, I really dig some of their miniatures. Like, come on, some of them are a little goofy. But, like... the Abyssal Dwarfs have some really cool stuff. I love the Orcs. They're derpy looking, but I love the Orcs. Like, the Orcs are really cool looking to me. The new Orc Dragon looks really, really badass. I'm not a fan of the Elves, but like, the Trolls look pretty cool. I like some of their miniatures, and I like to play a game with the miniatures that that are made for the game. Like, I don't proxy in 40K even. Like, I like to use what things are supposed to be. But yeah, I hear you. That's why I finally buckled and decided to play some games with my 40K. Sorry, my Warhammer Fantasy miniatures. I've been itching for some regimental warfare forever. Big friendly wargamer. Don't worry, Steve. I also watch most of your videos while in the bathroom. I don't know what I said, but I probably talk about watching videos in the bathroom. Oh, I do almost my replying in the bathroom. The Dwarf, hey Steve, thanks for giving us info about your health. I was worried sometime I saw with a wrist or arm brace. Yeah, I had okay. So, my doctor told me to put a wrist brace on, and then an elbow brace. And then I found it was actually better to put both on, just have the whole thing immobilized. But I'm at the point where, so long as I don't, like, the more I bend my elbow, the more it hurts, like, in this area here, weirdly enough, just this part of my pinky. But it's actually been really good, like the last 4 days. Except if I rest my elbows on the table and paint, in about 15 minutes, it's going to start to hurt, and that doesn't go away for a couple of hours. So I should try to keep my arms straight as possible. I'm using, I don't think you can tell, but I'm standing up right now. I have a standing desk. When my back went out, like a couple weeks ago, or a month and a half ago, back when I was gone for a bit, I said, you know, whatever. I'll just buy electronic standing desk. So I bought one, like I can make it a sitting desk or a standing desk, and I have the ability to kind of like, like stand up and play video games in this position right here without hurting my arm, as long as you don't play for too long. Oh, which reminds me, the MiniWarGaming World of Warcraft Guild has went live. If you want to come play with us, we are Horde on the Stormrage server. You can just send me a message. My character's name is Snakeroot, SNAKER00T. If you want to come play World of Warcraft with us, or you can send me an email. We'll get you in there if you want to come play. We're on Stormrage or Horde. Okay, so who's on the server is myself, Josh, Quirk, Hunter, Drewski, and Mike. Adam from Greenleaf Terrain said he was coming over. He hasn't come on yet, but he says he's going to be there. Luca and his buddies, you've seen his friends on videos. They're on a different server, but we're able to group with them. We've already grouped them, so we're able to like do runs with them. But we're all on there too much, as it is. So, well, Quirk and Josh are going away to Valhalla, so they probably won't be here for the next week. But yeah, we'll be on too much if you want to come join us. And I hope they do. Get on some Discord, run some dungeons with you guys. It'll be fun. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna finish your comment. I understand you play a lot of different games. You looked into the game Burrow and Badgers? No. The menus look good? Okay, no, I haven't looked at it. I got my Bushido. No, my Bushido's not done yet. My Wild West Exodus and Dark Age models back from a couple of my people who are painting stuff for me. I finally cracked on people painting stuff for me. I have a bunch of stuff that I haven't played with, and I don't think I'll have time to play with for quite a long time, so I will absolutely not look at any other games right now. I'm afraid. And I'm trying to, like, okay, so, I mean, we're doing a, what's it called, Firestorm campaign. And I'll be playing the Chaos, so I have to get a bunch more Beastmen painted. And I'm not painting that very fast at the moment. So yeah, definitely not starting any other games. Especially since we're playing Warcraft all day. Yeah, hopefully you... Wait, no, different comment. Okay, that's pretty much it. Okay, so yeah, again, just put your comments in this video here. About anything my channel related or Warhammer related. I'm happy to discuss lists or whatever. I will do a video when, well, okay, so the new big FAQ dropped today. Well, today when I'm recording this. I already read through it once. I have some opinions. I want to make a video of it, but I don't want to sit here and just ramble about the big FAQ. So maybe I'll do something where I can get some of you guys to join me, even through Skype or Discord or something, and we'll have a bit of a discussion. And I want to do the same thing with the chapter approve when it ever does finally drop. If anybody would like to get in on that discussion, whether you have a YouTube channel or not, you just want to get on the discussion, let me know. Send me, okay, you can send me an email, but this will have to do it. In the subject, put in something, I don't know, what we're going to do so I can categorize things better. I put in Discord discussion in the subject, and I'll fill those all in one pile, and we'll sort through. I'll talk to you guys and see who wants to get on the discussions in these videos, because just listening to me ramble is one thing, but if we get some back and forth and some feedback, because it's very easy to get what's what I'm looking for. See, this is where somebody else talking would be perfect. They can finish my sentence for me. But like, for example, when I did that Beastman review on MiniWarGaming, I talked about how great Warhounds are going to be for sacrificing, because for whatever reason, every time I looked at their war scroll, they had 2 wounds. They only have 1. And my brain just saw 2. I talked about 2 wounds repeatedly. Every now and then you need somebody to point out, hey, are you not noticing the fact that they are 1 wound? Yeah. So there you go. That's it. That's my rambling this time. Again, I think I went over a week. This has been 2 weeks since the last video. I'll try to keep doing it weekly, but this is going to work. I'm going to keep up with your comments this way. All right, thanks for watching. Keep commenting. Keep letting me know your opinions. Let me know when I'm doing it wrong and when I'm doing it wrong, because if you don't tell me I'm doing it wrong, I'll never know I'm doing it wrong. Thank you for watching. Happy wargaming. Later.